Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another premiere draft of Wilds of Eldraine. I am still enjoying this format, and so I'm still going to draft it a little bit. I don't know, at the rate this is going, I might get up to like around 20 drafts total. Alright. Well, we have the Spiteful Hexmage, which is not a bad card by any means. You would want ways to bargain away tokens and such. Or there's also Imadane's Recruiter, which this is like the mythic uncommon of the set. I think there's a number of these, but Imadane's Recruiter is like, what was that card from Kamigawa? Behold the Unspeakable, I think it's called. The one that has like a better win rate than most of the rares in this set. Probably has a better win rate than this. Even if we don't use the adventure side, it's still really good. Gets lots of burst damage. Yeah, that's going to be the pick here. And we have a Copy Enchantment, a Farsight Ritual. Someone took an uncommon. And there's a Frolicking Familiar. Well, I could either take the Frolicking Familiar or the Edgewall pack. I think those are the two picks I'm looking at. Oh, there's also the Picnic Ruiner. That wouldn't be awful. I've been blue-red quite a bit lately, but if that's what's open, I don't mind playing this. Even if we have to splash the blue side. Ooh, Candy Grapple. Ooh, Twisted Sewer Witch. Man, there's a lot of good cards in this pack. I think I take the Candy Grapple. The Sewer Witch, though, that one's also really good. Is it better than Candy Grapple, though? I don't want to pass a Candy Grapple. Especially if that's going to be a sign that black ends up being open. Alright, well, we have a Flick a Coin. Belligerent of the Ball, which I think this is a pretty decent one. That's gonna be the pick here over the other stuff. There's a Hamlet, Glutton, and Evolving Wilds. All fine cards, for sure. But right now we're still just kind of trying to pick the best card in the pack, seeing what's open. So we could be blue-red, we could be red-white, we could be black-red. Howling Galefang. And a Royal Treatment. Those are both pretty good. These red cards I'm not super interested in pairing with, the Red Cap Thief could be okay. But I think I'll take the Galefang, because there's two good green uncommons here. And I do like the Galefang. Alright, the rate this draft is going, I feel like I should just take the Crystal Grotto here. None of these other cards are super impressive. Well, I guess the Transmuter is decent, too. I'm going to take the Grotto. Because the Grotto will kind of let us play the Frolicking Familiar, even if we aren't, like, base red or anything. We have Minecart Daredevil. Tattered Ratter. That would only be good if we end up as rats. which could still happen. Green seems to not be open despite that anomaly a couple picks ago. I'm going to take the 2-drop here. And we're just going to see. Frostbridge Guard. Or a transmute. Yeah, take the white 2-drop now. And here's a spot where we can pick up an Evolving Wilds. Nothing else super impressive here. We do want to be able to at least splash for the Imidane's Recruiter, if we can. We'll take the Gnawing Crescendo. It's a nice aggressive card. You don't have to be a rat deck for this, because when any of your non-token creatures die after you cast the Crescendo, you're going to get... Oh, there's a lot of blue cards. You're going to get you're going to get rat tokens in return. I'll take the Chancellor of the Tails. Not that interested in the Slumbering Knight. Guide or Stopgap? I'll take the Stopgap. We seem to be a little bit more red-blue. Oh, how about this? Charade. We could potentially splash for that as well. It's either that or what is the pick for a red-blue deck? Honestly, not a whole lot. We could see if green ends up being more open and go for the Picnic Ruiner. Which, that wouldn't be a horrible idea. Oh man, there's so many choices. As I'll take the Picnic Ruiner. We can run it even in a non-red-green deck. Oh gosh. Well, we know how good the Two-Headed Hunter is, but we need to take some removal too. So Witchstalker Frenzy is also very good. Hopefully we get another one of those red cards. There's a lot of good red in that pack. Grabby Giant. Alright, here we have Hardened Scales, we have Graceful Takedown. Another Ratter, which isn't really good because we're not really black at this point. We could still be green. I think it's pretty safe to say we're not white or black. We could potentially splash this, but we'll leave it to the sideboard for now. Could still be green, red. So if I'm green-red, I'm losing these couple of blue cards. I can still play the Frolicking Familiar. Well, I think Cut-In is going to be the pick here. We know we're red for sure. And the Pie Wielder doesn't make me want to go into white. And the Worm doesn't make me want to go into green. So we'll take the red card that we know we can play. Into the Fey Court, Voracious Vermin. We can take the red card we know we can play. Just grab red removal. We do need more 2-drops either way. Collector's Vault, do we want this in our... Oh, we could end up, like, really splashing some doing some weird things. I have seen some people use this Collector's Vault and ends up very well. Oh, there's Ash Party Crasher. That's a late Ash Party Crasher. I guess white is back on the table now. I mean, what else am I losing if I don't pick this? Merry Bards? Curse of the Werefox? And I guess if white is back on the table, we want more 2-drops. The Pie Wielder Wield. That could turn into a tongue twister, but we're going to take it. Skewer Slinger is not the type of thing we want in our aggressive deck. We do want Archon's Glory. I do like 1-mana combat tricks. Minecart Daredevil is good. Okay, so green doesn't really seem to be open in either direction other than those anomalies. This does not count as green being open. I have none of these. Let's grab that. Ah, it's too bad green and black aren't open. We have another Ash Party Crasher. We have another Picnic Ruiner. I think we can still play the Picnic Ruiner. But we're going to take... We got to pick 7 Ash in the last pack. Do I try to be cheeky and grab the Picnic Ruiner, hoping this wheels? I don't think we do. Didn't Picnic Ruiner wheel in the first pack? There's a Candy Grapple. Bellowing Bruiser. I can also just, like, splash for Candy Grapples. I'm not opposed to doing that. I'd rather second pick a Candy Grapple than a Bellowing Bruiser. Alright, stockpiling Celebrant. Do I have things I really want to return? I want more cheap cards. Maybe I want the Spear Guard here. Because I don't think we have a ton of synergy for this. Yeah, these blue cards can go away too. Well, I can take a Picnic Ruiner here. I do want more 2-drops. Besotted Knight wouldn't be bad either, but we definitely need 2-drops. There's a Monstrous Rage. Well, that's going to be the pickup here. So I guess we are trying Boros aggro again. Stop tempting me with all of this. Ratcatcher Trainee. Besotted Knight. Ratcatcher Trainee. Because it can trigger our celebration. Edgewall in. That can help with the splash as well. Bring back some of our adventure things. So we're splashing... We're splashing green, we're splashing black, and we're splashing blue. Okay, yeah. We're just gonna splash everything. This deck is going to be very weird. Do I want another minecart? I don't really want another Frost Bridge Guard. I think we have a decent amount of 2-drops. Here's one I'll take, because this can enable the thing on its own. I mean, we are splashing blue. Oh, wait. Bellowing Bruiser. We are splashing a lot here, so let's grab this late Prophetic Prism. And Witch's Mark is a good one. Now, we are trying to be somewhat aggressive, so I don't think Collector's Vault is going to be what we necessarily want to be doing. I don't think that's what we want to be doing either. Okay, well, we have to make 6 cuts, which shouldn't be too much to ask for, given what we got going on here. First of all, how many creatures do we have? 17, so we're not going to want to cut too many of those. So let's do this. High Wielder, Belligerent, Recruiter, Minecart, Daredevils. I guess we're trying out Minecart Daredevils today. Oh, I can cut the Tattered Ratter. I know we have one Ratcatcher trainee. That's like the only synergy. Okay, so that's an easy cut. Other than that, we should probably leave most of the creatures. Gnawing Crescendo, I don't think we need that one. I don't think we need 2 Archon's Glory when we have Monstrous Rage as well, so we'll cut that. So now the real question is, do we cut the Candy Grapples? If we do, the deck gets a little bit less weird. If we don't, do I still run a Swamp? But the Candy Grapples can just help kill so many things in this format. We have cut-ins and Witchstalker Frenzy, Witch's Mark. Okay, I guess if I don't cut the Candy Grapples, what do I cut? I think we've got the Candy Grapples and the Vault. And we can use the Prophetic Prism to help with the splash for this. We've got the Prism, Edgewall in, Wilds, and Crystal Grotto, so I don't think we need to run an island. I'm running this more on the blow-off Steam side of things. And then if we can cast this as a flyer a bit later, awesome. Then we're splashing this. But if we're not, I probably don't need to run the Prophetic Prism just for this thing. If we're not running candy grapples, or if we are running candy grapples, we're probably cutting one of these Frostbridge guards. This is also kind of a 4-drop. Our arena wants to be difficult. I think we're going to cut the candy grapples. Is there something else I could run in the sideboard here? No, not really. So that means I could either cut the Prophetic Prism or the Collector's Vault. The Collector's Vault can help more with... because the treasure it makes can trigger Celebration. But if I'm playing that, I feel like I should just be playing the candy grapples. Like, it feels so wrong to have these and not be playing candy grapples. And I think if I keep one of these, I think I'll keep the vault. Because that can help us loot later on in the game. I don't even need to run an island for the Frolicking Familiar. We're going to have treasures. We're going to have... can also kind of help accelerate us into some of these other things too. Okay. So yeah, this can just be played off of the vault or Grotto Edgewall in. Well, I guess maybe we do need to run one island. So this is 7 red sources. I might want to bump that up to 8 mountains. Alright, well, as usual, this deck is a bit weird. We're going to try it out, see how it performs. If we don't like how it feels, you know, maybe we throw those candy grapples back into it and do something else weird. I don't have the Familiar in my hand, so we're going to bottom the island. And we have the Grotto anyways. We need a Plains. We don't need a Plains. We have a turn 3 Frostbridge Guard. Our opponent is on blue-black. There's Prophetic Prism for them. Okay. Could also just play the Belligerent. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, there's a candy grapple. Found a white source. Yeah, maybe I should have led with the Frostbridge Guard there. Because then I could belligerent to the ball and still... Okay, opponent is Esper Colors. Okay, this is Prophetic Prism deck. Ooh. I could actually just do this. Make a big creature. Got another candy grab. He got a ton of cards in hand. Okay, the stopgap. That's fair. At least it's not dead. We got Witch's Mark now, too. Alright. We'll play out our 2-drops. Okay, I guess Monstrous Rage is... Yeah, because we had to tap the plains. Auto-tapper did not screw me over this time. Discards 2 cards and sacrifices 2 creatures. Gross. Because yeah, opponent gets advantage here with that. And is playing a mountain. Okay, what am I discarding here? Well, if I don't have creatures, there's no point in having pump cards. What did you discard? Plains and Grabby Giant. Okay. Alright, Collector's Vault, it's your time to shine. Into the Fey Court. Oh gosh. This is like Esper with red hyper control. I can attack with this, but yeah, we'll keep it. Edgewall in, that can get us back a creature with an adventure. I'm also going to be a little bit cheeky and call... I'm not going to call blue. Okay, so now we can use this, get back our... Stop drawing cards, my goodness. Opponent has seen 10 more cards than me. 15 cards left in the deck. And I've only done 6 damage. Glass Casket, that is horrible. Let's activate this. That doesn't do anything. That's like the type of removal I didn't want him to have. Well, let's get this back. Let's see what else we can do. Alright, it was a haster. This thing will have double strike. It'll also be, you know, stunned. Oh, there's Frolicking Familiar. Kinda like this idea a little bit better. Save the haster for a surprise. That Rankle's Prank was really nasty. We need some help from the witch here. Grabby Giant. Okay. You can play the Grabby Giant. It might be dead. Oh, more removal. I mean, I can't do much when everything gets removed. Evolving Wilds? I don't even know if I want that. I can cut in. I think I'll just discard the Evolving Wilds and sack a treasure to make a treasure. Because we have enough mana. I would rather find something to put this game away with before more removal happens. You're bouncing your own and not my Picnic Ruiner. That is scary. Are you just gonna draw out of cards in your deck? Yeah. Ratcatcher Trainee. That takes 3, 4, 5 to play. Only a blue open, so Bellowing Bruiser should be good here. I'm actually going to play this land. Reason being, we still have Imidane's Recruiter in our deck. We could, like, play out these rats. That's not good. This thing is going to let him play some of my cards. Of course, you have more... Yeah. Not going to activate the Vault here. Okay, we have Cut In. Gets a treasure token. Next turn he gets 3 cards off of my deck. Down to 7 left in his deck. I don't think we're going to win by mill, but this opponent's deck is insane. It's been Prophetic Prism removal. Oh, that's really not good. If there's a time to find Imidane's Recruiter, it would be right now. Play the... That isn't Imidane's Recruiter, but it is useful. We might actually win here, depending on how the opponent blocks. Because if I pump... No, that's only 4. Alright. Now he gets 3 cards, which... Oh, look at the next card that was on the top of my deck. How long does he have to play those this turn? My next card was Imidane's Recruiter. And of course you can cast, you know, both sides of this. And you can cast the Candy Grapple. Oh, and I'm just dead. Well, that was a game that happened. Uh-huh. So do I want to throw candy grapples in the deck? That I still don't know. I don't have a clue. This deck is... We lost to our own cards, and our opponent drew 90% of his deck. While I was just over halfway through mine. That was silly. Alright, let's just get into another game here against Persephono. Yeah, this looks like a typical Boros aggro starting hand. We got turn 2 Party Crasher. We've got the Monstrous Rage coming up. You don't have... Okay, Utopia Sprawl. Attacks. So I'd have to play the Monstrous Rage before attacking to get the counter. Because next turn I can Vault and Monstrous Rage, or we can just kill it. We'll save the trick. It's a Sweet Tooth Witch. That's not bad. Let's go attacking. Doesn't want to block. I can do everything at instant speed, so we'll just chill. Well, I don't think I could have... I would have liked this as an attacker. I don't know. I'm still recovering from that last game. Alright, we have a Gingerbread Hunter coming up here. Yeah. Let's start by activating this. Belligerent? Ash, Party Crasher. But I won't have the Monstrous Rage. I don't need Monstrous Rage this turn. I need this. Just be aggressive in the face of gigantic creatures. Collector's Vault can help us celebrate again. Opponent's not necessarily in the best spot unless you can kill Ash. Don't kill Ash. It doesn't like being killed. What did I just say? I approve of this attack. Okay, so we're either going to get a land and we can discard it to the Collector's Vault, or we're going to get something like this. And this is at the beginning of combat. I don't want to put this on the belligerent. I want to give the belligerent menace. Yeah, I think this is what we're going to do. I kind of like the block here because it makes the, there's not going to be any more of this throwing food at me silliness. And we'll still get in for a little bit of trample. Oh, and we still get a rat token. Yeah, opponent can gain 3. I can also tap down a blocker. I can no longer tap down a blocker. Two gingerbread hunters. Strong deck. Voracious vermin, okay. And attacks, that's a little bold. +2, +1. I'm a little bit dead. Four, 5. Can't quite trigger. I think I gotta discard this. But if I discard it, I'm just gonna get a land, aren't I? Alright. Something gets menace. I need this to block. Alright, let's slow down a little bit. This will be 5 in the air. That hurt. Alright, we're down to 2. Does the recruiter do it here? We'd have to deal 7. Who do we give menace to? This one? Because that would be our only 5 power thing. Because this is lethal. You can only block 2. Did we just steal this game? Yeah, that's gonna menace. I think we just stole this game. That is what Imodane's Recruiter does. Another tight game. Alright. Well, we're still not splashing for those candy grapples. If we were, I think I'd swap the island for a swamp. Deck in a box. Alright, we basically have all the colors we need. Opponent goes first. This is going to be set to blue right now. I don't like the Hopeless Nightmare. What do I get rid of? Picnic Ruiner's my 2-drop. These are good. Oh, that's so rude. I guess I'll get rid of the Picnic Ruiner. Because it plays a 1 toughness thing, especially if this is like a fairies deck. Well, that's not a 1 toughness thing. Then I'll just play my 2-drop. And we'll just leave the red as a surprise. Interesting. Yeah, you would have to pump it. And that uses all your mana. And if you want to do that... Did not want to do that. Spell Stutter? Water Wing, okay. Well, that loses the familiar half. Uh, 3/3 is a little bit bigger and will help push through damage a little bit better. I can't trigger Celebration yet. Let's do this. Oh, what tricks do you have now? Oh yeah, that's also going to give something -1/-1. It might be time for my tricks. Candy Grapple, but you're not. And actually, kind of tired of this too. Alright, well that time the tricks went in my favor. Prophetic Prism for our opponent. Alright, Gingerbread Hunter. Not what I wanted to see. Yep, there's the hunter. But now I have Imidane's recruiter. Which, yeah, that's just going to be the way. And this guy has Menace and Double Strike, which is cool. Now, it is important that I only have one red. A mountain would be a nice draw, because then I could have this trick, and I could Imidane's Recruiter, or I could just, like, cast both of these. That'd probably be best, because we'd get the celebration, all this junk would have haste, and we'd probably just win the game on the spot. Also, I am sick of seeing this card today. And we're only on the third game. Okay. Does Imidane's Recruiter just win on the spot? Unfortunately, I don't think it does. So it'd be 3, 4... It almost does. This is +2, +1. I'm just gonna play this out. And pass. A wider board is helpful with Imidane's Recruiter. Yeah, plus there's the food. Oh, one top, one bottom. Which is Vanity. That'll kill one of the tokens. Alright. That's what we needed. Oh, there's a stop there. I don't like that, because that means there's a counter. Of course. I could actually buy back the Imidane's Recruiter with the edge wall in. I need removal to stop happening, though. Could also just say, you can't block. I do still live here, but not by much. And there's a Wicked Roll token. Okay, but now we have 4 lethal... Well, not quite. 4 lethal attackers, but this is another attacker as well. Please stop having removal. Okay, well, it's not removal. But he didn't have mana for the food. Alright, we got there. We still managed to sneak one in. I do still feel like I wouldn't mind having those candy grapples. Imminently. If this had a red source, we could keep it. because then it would be a really good hand. This would be a really good hand. Guess we're gonna get rid of that one. We have these two. Edgewall in would have to be... Well, I have a land for turn 3, I guess. Did you keep a... Okay, you did not keep a 1-lander. Hopeful Vigil. Well, here's Ash, but Ash is a bit more valuable than this 2/2 Knight. Kind of want to play the Edgewall in so we can do this and get the haste trigger, or the celebration trigger on this. But I also want to play out the Belligerent of the Ball. Then again, if this dies, it's not going to matter. Yeah. Okay, so now it's Crystal Grotto into Belligerent of the Ball. Good thing we have 2 Ashes in the deck. Oh gosh. Spellbook Vendor, that is not what we needed to see. A Plains? I mean, I almost want to keep it. Problem is that this can now start turning these into 3/3s and they can still go attacking. Yeah, it's just a Boros deck that's had the perfect line. I also had a mulligan, too. This is not a good sign. That means there's a trick. It's gotta be the Archon's Grace. But I can't throw away the Belligerent of the Ball. Oh, this is so bad. That mulligan really hurt us. Alright. We're not making a token there. Alright, we can't just keep taking damage. We gotta block here. So there's totally an Archon's Grace. But I can't just keep playing around it either. Yep. Or Archon's Glory. Yeah. Okay, Imodane's Recruiter. I think this is just gonna go on... Actually, I'm gonna put it on red. This is really bad. Cut in? You drew the cut in. Yeah, that's pretty much game. 3, 6, 9, 10. Yeah, I have to chump block here to not die. Yeah, this isn't gonna work. I had the mulligan, opponent was on the play, they had everything they needed. Alright, I think it's time to throw those candy grapples in. We're 2-2, let's just be wild. Let's also make sure we get a couple swamps. And I think we cut the Glory and a Frostbridge Guard. Okay, yeah, we're just Boros splashing everything. Should probably have put the, well, let's cancel out of this. Should probably put the, Prophetic Prism back in the deck, too. And maybe take out... maybe the Monstrous Rage, because we've... because either that or I gotta take out another creature. And I don't want to be doing that. Alright. While I think our deck can be somewhat aggressive, it's not necessarily aggressive enough to be doing certain things. Amorosy. Well, I have the Frostbridge Guard. We're lacking red. I probably shouldn't have kept it, but if I take a mulligan on the play, that's almost an automatic loss anyways. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Frostbridge Guard because they could have Torch the Tower here. Want to play around that. Don't want Ash running into that. Ratcatcher Trainee for our opponent. I guess we'll just get aggressive. Opponent is red-green. Probably should have noted that before. Godric. Well, that's going to be dead. Okay, and my 3/3 is threatening to become a 4/4. If you want to use removal on it, that's fine too. Land would be... Okay, that is... perfect. Let's go attacking. And we'll make some 2/2s. If we draw land, we can do the rats and this and just swing in for a whole bunch. I know there's a 0/4 here that can block something. That's rude. But it has to be an untapped land. Okay, perfect. That's what we're doing. You can block 3 of this damage, and then you won't be able to block it all. There's also just the situation of we have 5 attackers to their 1 blocker. I mean, that's a good one, but it still can't block. I was a little bit nervous there with the pause that there was the royal token making something hexproof. Though even if that's the case, this would still resolve and stop the other one, because only one of the targets would be illegal. And in that case, I'm still... so only one thing could block. I'm still dealing enough damage for lethal. Actually, I had enough for lethal even without that, because only 2 things could be blocked, a knight and the 2 rats would have gotten through. Alright, we got to 3 wins. See, splashing black was the right idea. And that was an instance where we could be aggressive. I probably could play better. I feel like I'm just not playing these Boros aggro decks very well. And I'm probably trading when I shouldn't be, and I'm probably getting matched up against diamond rank opponents when I shouldn't be. Yeah, about this. Alright, well, I'm actually going to keep the 6. We're going to get rid of the candy grapple because I don't have red. Or, I have red. I have only red. I don't have black or any of my fixing. So right now it's looking like turn 2 Picnic Ruiner, turn 3 Eldraine Recruiter. Let's see how this goes. Oh, Witch Stalker Frenzy something along the way. Alright, I'm a little bit more into this before the Recruiter. Cut in. I don't want to play my Recruiter into open blue mana. Now there's a quick study. So opponent is drawing out of the predicament. Johan, it's Johan. And it's another mountain. That also needs to not exist, so... Oh, opponent has all of the... It'd be nice if I could get mine. Alright, there's pain coming now. Yep, lots of pain. Six, 10, 13 damage. I'm gonna need to block some of this, I think. Oh, blocking is so bad. I can block here, though. I think that's okay. Oh yeah, I can't cast this. Alright. Let's kill the Grand Ball Guest. And give a Royal Roll here. So then the rat can trade with that. Okay. Opponent's getting the draws and stuff to get out of this. I cut Witch's Mark, didn't I? Or do I still have Witch's Mark in the deck? I feel like I need to play this a bit more defensively right now. Especially while I'm still missing lands. There's a grabby giant for our opponent. They just keep getting... Yeah, they had the quick study. They've had card draw. Oh, hey, it might be my turn for this. Oh, seriously? Well, that is game. Because that is lethal. The rats can't block. Well, that wasn't a great ending. But, I mean, at least we got to 3 wins with whatever this pile of aggro was that wasn't super aggro. We never got to cast Candy Grapples. Surprisingly, even with all this fixing... Oh no, Witch's Mark was still in the deck. We just never had it at a relevant time. I don't think this deck was super great, but I don't think it was super bad either. We did at least get to 3 wins, so that is the important thing. Imidane's Recruiter was an amazing card. It was amazing when our opponents stole ours, when our opponents had theirs, and when we had ours. Yeah, that's about all I have to say. We got the 3 wins, so we at least got 1,000 gems back on this thing. And I guess for now, I'll take my leave.